Yo, what's up, Jason the Wheeled Warriors? Yeah, this time the intro is appropriate for what we're looking at. And, oops, sorry for the squeaky to squeak. This is one Scraphook, and he's been upgraded using P-Trex. Yeah, my guy P-Trex. Love some Paleotrex, Seriously, is one of my favorite build formers. Is everything in focus? Yeah, I think everything is. Jeez, I think everything is in focus. Yo, my tongue has been failing left and right. I don't know if it's just been doing more of these videos or maybe because I'm lazy, I'm not cutting out the edits and stuff, but man, there's super flubs everywhere. But in this video, we're going to talk about the tutorial, the inspiration, and all things related to Homeboy over here. And yeah, and usually I go off on a tangent and talk about random things, and so that might happen too. But yeah. So in terms of the inspiration for this guy, I mean, sometimes we're doing color pairing, we're doing like lore, doing a variety of things. Oh my gosh, you got the squeaky to squeak. We got a lot of things going on in terms of what inspires us. But for this guy, it was just like, I had done a 1x1 combiner between him and P-Trex in the robot mode. And I was like, what can I do with the alt mode? And initially, I had actually started with the Wreck-Gar tire. It was kind of crazy. So this front part, I had it removed. And instead, I plugged in the claws. And at the end, it had a giant Wreck-Gar tire. It was okay. It was okay. But, I don't know, just a couple of things I didn't quite like about it. And so I did away with it. And so after that, I was just kind of looking at him, and I just put him entirely into the alt mode, and I was just staring at it, and I was like, what can I do with this? And can you guess what's the first thing that stood out to me that I was like, I got to take advantage of this? I'll give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's this bit. It's this bit right over here. This is on a off-centered peg so that it fits on the form. Sorry, this guy's like meh, all squeaking and stuff. But the hook is on the center line, right? We rarely get stuff down the center. It's usually their stuff on, their adjacent sides and stuff. But here, the center line. So I was like, dude, I gotta fit the head in there. So just twisted the toe accessory around, and then we just popped the head on the inside. That was loads of fun. And after that, okay, I was like, all right, now that I got that out of the way, let's just keep building on this. And then from there, I saw this part, the grill, and I was like, I like this. What can I do? And I was like, you know what? I think the claws are decent representations of the grill cowcatchers, And so I put those on the front, and I'm pretty pleased with that. Initially, the calf bits, I was thinking of, should I try to turn these into like some type of pew 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 pew? I'm not saying that word, and because YouTube doesn't like it, but snug, right? If we say that word backward, snug. I was thinking that these would be good snugs. But ultimately, I kind of did away with the idea. I don't think it looked that convincing anyway. And I thought about maybe putting them back here or like somewhere else. But I was like, I don't think he needs all those snugs. I think he's cool with these like gravity arm things, because these can be like, rah! And then they can just like grab fools on the side, which is kind of funny. And also terrifying if you're the recipient of that. And oh, and by the way, thank you so much for all of you who sent well wishes after seeing my my King Skywarp video. I'm still not 100% sure that day. My guess is I just had some allergic reaction to those foreign truffles. I mean, these are from like Europe, and so my guess is that, and they had an expiration date because they were so fresh. They actually said like, eat by this date. I've never had truffles like that. It wasn't expired or anything, or I don't think it was, but yeah, I'm okay now. And so thank you so much, everyone who was checking it up on me. Yeah, I do appreciate that. Where was I? The cowcatcher, the dome, and then so yeah, we had all these other bits, and then I was like, what am I gonna do with this? And then as I was looking at him, it struck me. I'm like, oh, that's right, Jason, the Wheeled Warriors, the stuff we've been doing with him, Crash Bar. And so I proceeded to make an appendage, and this came quite easily because I've made scorpions and other builds that utilize this. I mean, this is just native to the P-Trex, how this plugs in, and everything else is just, you're extending it to make the neck, the arm, or whatever you want to call this bit. I also experimented with moving the hook in a different place. Like, I mean, I don't think it's like terribly useful for this particular build, and that's fine. Originally, I put it in his mouth to make it look like it was like a tongue. That was okay, but I felt like it kind of took away. And see, this is now getting in the way here. So let me see if I can move this into a better spot. Like here? Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. I realize these feet are from an older one, but this right here must be one of my newer P-Trexes because the joints are really, really tight. Yeah, they're all jumbled in a box right now, so old and new are kind of getting mixed. Just like we have in our homes, you know, parents and kids, old and new getting mixed. But yeah, so this is it. This is it right here. And I think it looks good. This is just a dyno. You know what? I may not even need to break this down because y'all familiar with P-Trex, and there's not much going on with Scraphook in terms of transforming him outside of what we already know in the alt mode, right? So look right here. This is the dino skull. It's plugged into the back of the tail. Oh, you know what I'm missing? Dude, I didn't use the end of the tail. Now I'm bothered. Now I want that. If I had to use it, I could potentially have it here as a spike, but I kind of don't like that. I mean, whatever, dude. Whatever. Man, that jaw is really tight. Yeah, it's definitely one of the newer P-Trexes. Dude, I've lost track of how many P-Trexes I have. I don't know. I had 9 at one point, but I gave some away. So I think I'm down to 7 or 6 right now. And I got them for like under 10 bucks or less. Yeah, you know, lots of deal hunting, treasure hunting and stuff. Sorry, carried away. Dinosaur dome, back part of the tail. Then we have the axe bit. The axe bit is hugged by the thighs. You know, it naturally fits like this for the dino mode in P-Trex. And then we have the buckler plugged into those 2 little tabs that protrude from the thighs. And then this entire appendage, as you can see, that little peg is plugged into that rear hole right there. And I really like the single mounted hole on the back, the centerpiece, because it allows you to connect 2 cars. It allows you to do lots of fun things. So I like that. I like all this centerpiecing stuff. And so, yeah. And then you just flip over the toe bit. You stick in the head. You have the exhausts over here. Then you just plug in the calves to the side. You got to flip out that peg. You know what I'm talking about, right? And then we have the 2 hands just plugged into the side of the car. And baby, that's it. Oh, it's nice, huh? I like it a lot. I like it a lot. And I can't wait to go home and mess around with some of the other builds. The other dinosaurs. And maybe even incorporate a crash bar and a Scraphook and a P-Trex. Ooh, 111. That might be kind of fun. Or even all 3 Dinobots and 2 of the Junkions. Ooh, some new stuff to cook up, huh? That sounds fun. So anyway, speaking of cooking, I'm going to go home and have some of my wife's delicious, incredible cooking. And yeah, and probably brew up a couple of builds tonight as well. Okay, friends, as always, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this build. And if you love it, no, I'm just kidding. I don't usually say those things. I figure, you know what, if you like this stuff, bruh, sister, you would have subbed already. You know what I'm saying? And if you're watching at this 8+ minute mark, I'm pretty sure you're subbed. And so, yeah, my gratitude. Thank you so much, okay? Let's talk again soon. Adios.